Hello, what's up guys? I'm gonna do a review on the Crash Bandicoot Bobble-Head. There's not really much to cover actually. Can't really cover articulation because the only articulation is, well, the Bobble-Head. So, yeah, let's just talk about the figure itself. I know from the camera, the face looks creepy as mess. But when you actually see him in person, he's not that creepy. It's still a great little collectible. Let me tell you how I come across this thing. Okay. When I was younger, if you either got Crash Wrath of Cortex or Crash the Huge Adventure for the Game Boy Advance, I think you had to get it at Target or Kmart. You had to get it somewhere. You got this Bobblehead for free. At the time, I already had the Huge Adventure game. And I didn't have a PS2, so I couldn't get the Wrath of Cortex yet. So my mom went in, and she said, "We already have both the games, so can we just get the Bobblehead?" Somehow she managed to get the Bobblehead. I came home from school, and I just see a box, and she's like, "Open it up." I open it up, and there he is. And you have to know, when I was younger, I was a Crash Bandicoot fanatic. If you think I love Sonic the Hedgehog, if you think that's like my favorite franchise of all time, you're dead wrong. Crash Bandicoot will forever be my favorite Crash will be my favorite game franchise of all time. There's a new rumored Crash game that's possibly coming out, and now there's a whole bunch of new gaming figures that are coming out. Especially something as, like, cheesy as Skylanders. Well, I'm not going to call it cheesy, but, like, they already have their own figures. I'm surprised they actually have plushes and everything now. As soon as that new Crash game comes out, I am getting every figure they have. Because when I was younger, I used to love the Crash Bandicoot figures. I would get one, like, every other day. And they would break so easily, and I was so angry about that. But, hey, I got a new figure, like, every other day. It's not that I was really spoiled, it's just that my parents made a lot of money, well, actually my mom got a lot of money babysitting, and my dad got a lot of money fencing, so we could afford this habit, and the figures weren't even that expensive either. I think they were only like $6. We either rented KB Toys or rented Toys R Us. It was worth every trip. And my favorite figure of all time is the Sonic, I almost said Sonic, the Crash Bandicoot Jetpack one. Where, like, it would have his gear from Crash Bandicoot 2. You can even take it off so you actually see his face and stuff. And you put it on, you put the jetpack on, you can make him fly and stuff. And I remember they even had this Evel Knievel replica thing where it shows Crash on his motorcycle from Crash Warped. You wind up the thing, it shows him going off, goes off the ramp, and since it was Crash, you even had the crates that you can crash into. I had a great childhood when it came to Crash Bandicoot. That and Pokemon, they really made my childhood the best thing ever. So, yeah. I don't really know what this thing is really made of. I don't think it's plastic. Like, and if it is, it's some really good plastic. It's, like, probably, like, first four figures quality. But unfortunately, I got this thing when I was a child. So I was kind of rough with this thing. It fell quite a few times, and it broke in multiple places. So yeah, there's no really reselling this, and if there is, I'm not going to make as much money as one would hope. If anything, I might be able to get like $20, and that'll be it. These things are a little rare that I know of. They show up on eBay sometimes. I don't remember how much they go for. They don't go much. I don't see it much on eBay anymore. But when they do, you gotta get them, because it's a fantastic shelf piece. Especially the fact that Crash Bandicoot merchandise is rare now. Like, the last time we got Crash Bandicoot merchandise was when it was under the Naughty Dog name. And that died long ago. So, actually, no, I take that back. This was for, like, the next gen freaking, well, for the time. It was, like, for PS2 and Game Boy Advance. It was no longer under the Naughty Dog name, but still. It's been a while since we got some Crash Bandicoot merchandise. So, Yeah, he's a cool bobblehead. He's the first bobblehead I actually collected. I did start getting a lot more bobbleheads, but I got rid of all my other ones because they were like cheesy stuff like baseball crap, and I didn't like them. I liked Crash Bandicoot. And I even Holly got the Crash logo proper too. There you go. Alright. So, yeah, you can't really find them much places. You can only look on eBay. Or maybe that J Blue place I was talking about with the Kingdom Hearts figure. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say. It's a great piece if you love Crash Bandicoot. And just good luck finding him. He is a pain to find. And there is no way in the world I would get rid of this thing. I would rather be homeless than to get rid of this thing. If I had to sell that thing to help get a new house, I'm like, screw you. This thing is my gem. I honestly use this thing as a trophy for getting every Crash game and being that dedicated. And every time a new Crash game came out and I didn't have it, I would look at it and be like, I don't earn this trophy. But yeah, I look at this thing as a trophy. It's all... Here, my uncle also loved Crash Bandicoot. And I go up to this and say, ah! I got every Crash game! Ah! You don't have the handhelds! You only got the PlayStation games! But yeah, I got like every Crash game. I got all the PlayStation 1 games. I have all the PS2 games. I have all the Game Boy Advance games. I have the DS game. Well, at least the DS exclusive. Yeah, like, I even got the freaking games on the iPod. At first, I didn't want them, but I got an iPod, and eventually I did get money for it, and those were the first things I bought. I'm not really happy with the gameplay or anything, but just the fact that I have a Crash game on my iPod, plus in my collection, makes it so worth it. And all my Crash games still work and everything still. I think my first midnight gaming was actually Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex. And I gotta say, that game did not age well. So yeah, I absolutely cherish this thing. I cherish this thing actually more than my 10-inch Sonic figures and my Mario figure. This thing is the diamond out of everything. This is the gold medal of all my collectibles that I have. I don't really know how many they made, but I'm just so happy I got one of them. If you like what you saw, leave a like. If there's any questions, let me know in the comments. And I probably answer them, depending. If it's an actual question, I'll answer. But if it's just a random comment saying cool, and I like it, I might say thank you, but I might be busy with other things. So if I don't get to you, I apologize. So yeah, guys, next time I'll be covering the Club Nintendo Platinum Mario statue. So I guess I will see you guys later.